Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be checking out some fights that I did in Supreme Arena because, well, I recorded them live, however they got deleted again. But as you can see, I am rank 1 and we were able to get there without using any Hypogean Celestial units. Well, aside from the Talion on map 2, but you know, I basically wasn't really trying to win on map 2 anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and check these fights out. I'll pull them up here quick. All right, so the first fight here is actually going to be Lily May, Kalin, Niru, Shamira, and Ludovic. So Shamira is obviously going to be the one doing all the damage. You can see that right there. Niru and Lily May don't do any damage at all, actually, but the Lily May is very important because she needs to block the first Cryaniah active. The Cryaniah can get to a second active, that's okay, just as long as you can get your own Shamira to an active before that second Cryaniah active, because that's the really big important part. Shamira is actually a huge counter to Cryaniah, because if she does her active and those ghosts are out there and then Cryaniah does her active, those ghosts don't stop moving. They still will attack the Cryaniah and actually kill her in her dream realm, so, or snow realm, whatever it's called. So let's go ahead and watch this replay and see what I'm talking about here. I don't know if you guys have ever seen it or not. I know some people have talked about this already, but yeah, it's actually a really cool counter to Cryaniah when you can actually use a non-Hypogean Celestial hero to counter such a strong Hypogean Celestial hero. So anyway, we get our Kalin Roar, Shamira does her active, and now we're going to see the Cryaniah does her second active, and that's going to put us into this Snow Dream Realm, Ice Realm, whatever it is. And look at the Cryaniah, she's about to die, because all those ghosts, they come through and still damage her, and then she's just gone off the map, and the rest of the team gets deleted. So yeah, Shamira is actually a really solid counter to Cryaniah, as long as you can delay that Cryaniah's first active and let your Shamira get hers off. But let's go ahead and check out Team 3 now, because Team 2, you guys have seen that fight before. We don't really need to explain too much about it. I lost that fight, but let's go ahead and check Team 3 out. Okay, so Team 3 is a Lightbearer team, and we're using Odie on the talent tile. We have Walker, Hugin, and Siren in here. Now, you don't need to use Walker if you don't have him. I know he's not a popular hero to build, but you can really just replace him with any other Lightbearer hero. As long as you're getting the talent tile activated, you should be good to go. And we're going to be using the enlightening spell, so Odie gets faster attacks and just throws out way more attacks than he normally would, which also will give us more of the Lightbearer arrows that come out when he's on the talent tile. And the whole goal here is to get a couple quick kills on, like, maybe the enemy Odie, and maybe the Rainier, which is going to then give our Tassie a couple extra lives to hopefully do what she can do best. And that was basically the goal. Now, there is obviously some RNG involved, because anytime you're using Tassie, there's just RNG. It's the way her revive system works and all that kind of stuff. Especially if there's like an Odie on the enemy team, or somebody that has an insta-kill skill, then your Tassie could go down early. But you give it an attempt or two, and your Tassie should be able to come out on top. But let's go ahead and hit replay and see how this fight went for us. So we start out pretty bad, actually. But you'll see we take their Odie down really quickly. You can see that right there. The Rainier's sort of low on HP. The Harak comes over, but our Siren throws him back to their side, and their Shamira gets an active off like really quick. And as you can see, my Tassie even has an Odie insta-kill mark on her, but she's able to avoid dying to that. And we've used some of her revives, so now she gets an active off. She comes over, she kills the Kulu, and that gives her another revive, which then she's able to come back to life, do another active, and finish off the rest of the team. And since we have an instant kill on the Harak there, we're able to kill him before he can break out of the stun and do what Harak does. So worked out really nice for us. you're not always going to have a 100% win rate when you're using teams that don't have Hypogean Celestial units themselves. So it does have some RNG to it, but if you keep at it and, you know, keep messing with your positioning and all that kind of stuff, you should be able to get the wins that you need. So, you know, if you're fighting against people who have a lot of the Hypogean Celestial units and things like that, you just got to kind of do attempts, test things out, find out what's working for other people, maybe try to incorporate that into your own account and things like that, which is why I always like to try and explain how my teams work, so that if you don't have a certain hero that I'm using, you can you know, figure out, like, I'll hopefully I try to explain what kind of role they play, and then you can replace them with a hero you do have that has a similar role to what they do. So anyway, hopefully that made some sense for you guys, and hopefully you enjoyed this video. It's not going to be a super long one today. I just wanted to show you guys these fights. I was really hoping to have the live recording, but, you know, things happen. It got deleted, is what it is. But yeah, anyway. Remember, I have a loot bar link in the description below, so if you need cheaper dragon crystals and get some extra ones with your purchase, don't be afraid to use that. If you're brand new to loot bar and you use my link, you'll get a 12% coupon and an 8% off coupon, so that's pretty cool. And I'll also have a Discord link down there too. So anyway, if you can, please like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. I really like brownness, yeah. It's yummy. I play games with y'all.